All right? Now, I'm going to read this out and use this in the future. How many of you are familiar with Nicaea? Now I'm going to read this. This is in an ordinary dictionary, and this is a brief. Listen carefully. Nicene Creed, a Christian confession of faith, adopted against the Arian heresy by the First Council of Nicaea, A.D. 325. What does that mean? 325 years after the assassination of Yeshua, who they branded Jesus during this council. Because his name wasn't Jesus, it was Yeshua ben Yosef. A similar creed later attributed to the Council of Constantinople, A.D. 381, and accepted by the Greek Church, also called Constantinopolitan and Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed, a modification of this containing a clause referring to the Holy Spirit, adopted by the Council of Toledo, A.D. 589, and accepted by the Anglican, Roman Catholic, and various Protestant churches. That is the foundation of what is known today as the Christian Creed. That's the foot of it. That's the rock of it. That's the foundation of it. How many people call themselves Christian don't even know the foundation upon which it is built? They're going to tell you about Jesus. So don't argue with them. Give them their own record. That is not their own, that they have adopted from the Romans who murdered him. Do you understand where I'm coming from? In other words, they worship the murderers of the Nazarene and then claim to love the Nazarene. And the Nazarene brought the zodiac and the fish. They hung him on a cross and then told him that the instrument used to lynch him was the instrument he brought from heaven in a cloud of glory. They are liars, they're hypocrites, there's no truth in them, and when they speak a lie, they speak of their own father. It is not their creed. Jesus was a Moabite, and his grandmother Ruth was a Moabite, and Boaz was a Moabite. So what can you be but Moabite? More. So use it. That's a weapon against those who try to get into the religious game and try to fight you there because they don't want to deal with the truth because it shakes the world. They don't have a foundation. It's a lie. Doesn't mean that there's no good in it. Don't misunderstand that. And it's not an attack on them. It means that if you're going to claim something, know what you're claiming. And so if I claim to be Christian, I should know the Nicene Creed. And if you don't know it, you don't know nothing about it. It's sort of like, I'm a surgeon. I operate on brains. You notice I have the sign out here. Come on in. And all you come, they dragging you out the back door, walking like this. Well, if you ain't figured out yet that I can't be who I claim to be by my own works, then what else proof do you need? All you need is watch the works of the people. They show you the love. Is there love? No. There's hatred. There's slavery. There's abuse of power. And if Yahshua walked in this door now, they'd lynch him again. Thank you very much. So the Niceno-Constantinopolitan Creed is Christianity. They are not Christians. They can't be Christians. It's a political system disguised as religion in order to push it on the world to conquer. And they will have a cross and a crown. And it says, in hoc signo vinces, which means in this sign we conquer. They don't hide it. But why should they? Because all we deal with is beliefs. We don't deal with facts. It's against our gods. Please. Let's save our babies.
I'd like to know where I could get that. If you can write that down for me so I can get a copy.
Just go right in the dictionary, look on the Nicene Creed, go in the law library, go to any library, any well-stocked library, look up Nicene Creed. That's all you need to do the research. They'll tell you so much about the history. It ain't nothing but a trail of blood, I'm telling you.
1 second. One second, I see. What I had to say, this is real quick. What you're saying about people, getting in conversation with them.
Yeah. Don't argue with them.
I've groomed myself where I don't even deal with them. When I revive, I come around Moors.
Yes. But I'm saying no.
When Moses.
Suggestion. we don't ever want to get into the thing where Moors, Great Seal Moors, Moors who deal with the law, don't deal with we's and them's in that context that's often used.
Right.
We're just as friendly to Europeans as we are to Asiatics. There's a lot of Europeans that's doing more to help fix this thing than a lot of Asiatics. Do you understand? It is the spirit that you're dealing with. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Principle. But I'm saying to you, relative to our people, because we have to be redeemed, because we fell the farthest. In other words, when Drew Ali brought this message to the people of the North Gate, he came to all the people. He just came directly amongst us because we needed him the most. That does not constitute us in any particular superiority role, because the movement is universal. That's so that Moors don't get arrogant and self-righteous, also think they own the prophet. You understand? Just because he's Moorish American. He came to the people. The Europeans are Muslim sons. When you go in Washington and you see the Knights of Columbus with our feathers on, Islam, that's why I did this article, excerpt from before. This was really directed to a lot of so-called Muslims, truthfully, to be honest with you, as well as to the Europeans, let them know that we know what's up. We ain't out to lunch, and we're not spooked up. That they have an obligation to uphold the law, and we are the law. This is for Moors who have the misconcept that think this is some little pocket thing that is just us, because you see just a few people that are active think that the world ain't aware of what's going on. It's just that most of the people are asleep. Many of them are asleep willingly. Do you understand? But your public suit is your activity. When the repression of your rights are affected by the corporate entities faking as government, then you do the process suit. However, it must be in propria persona. Keys. I'm going to drop this at you. But remember the Nicene Council. And that knocks all dispute out of the way. All right? That's Nicene. And it's also spelled Nicaea with the EA. And the council.